What's going on is all-encompassing. It is edgeless. It is borderless. There's nothing outside of it. And if you think there's something outside of it, well, then that's what's going on, isn't it? And there's nothing that can be added to it. Where would it come from? And there's nothing that can be taken away. Where would it go? And you are not separate from what's going on, ever. And if you feel separate from what's going on, well, then that's what's going on. There's no escape, is there? And the most amazing, amazing, amazing thing is through you, what's going on, what we call life, gets to know itself, touch itself, experience itself. We all know this feeling of aliveness. It can't be touched with words, but we all know it. And through this amazing human brain, the mind stream of this and that, composed of shared, learned words, just naturally, without any effort, describes what's going on. And it says, oh, there's a bush, there's a tree, there's the sidewalk, there's the ocean. And these words seem to divide what's going on into separate bits and to put everything into a little box. But, you know, the word ocean isn't really an ocean, is it? Even the word wet isn't wet. And I cannot taste the word saltiness. So, out of this stream of words, ideas, and concepts, a whole universe of separate things and events is created. And that's really cool. There's nothing wrong with that. It's amazing. However, it appears that there's a separate you in all of this. And that doesn't feel so good if it's believed. So this separate self tries to put all these little boxes together because there's always like a faint memory, an intuition that there is this what's going on, which is indivisible. And so you're trying to get there. You're trying to recognize that. But everything you do to try to recognize that, to feel whole, to plug up that hole in your heart, that ache, that horrible feeling of being separate, all it does is perpetuate the illusion that there is a separate doer. And yet all of that happens utterly naturally. And you are never separate from it. And so everything you try to do, or if you're trying to not do anything, or if you're trying to pretend that it's all wondrous, just pierces you more deeply. It just aches. And so there can be a shift in perception where it's seen by the brain that this whole charade of separation is a charade. And there's nothing you can do or not do to see this. And knowing this intellectually will not stop the trying, because this shift happens just like all of life, without any cause, without anything needing to be done. It is so wondrous when this shift happens, because it's known without a doubt that there never was a doer. No one ever needed to make life happen. There's nothing outside of what's going on making it happen. It just happens so beautifully, effortlessly, like the bird shadow that just flew over my head. It can't be quenched. It can't be drunk. It can't be taught or learned or explained. It just is always that way. and it's marvelous.